Hello class, and welcome back to another flipped lesson. Today we're going to talk about rates. You all have heard of rates before, you just didn't realize that's what they were called. So here's an example, 70 miles per hour. And if you've driven in a car with somebody before, you know that that's talking about how fast that they are driving or how slow that they're driving. So let's get started. You're going to need your notes, a pencil, and possibly a calculator later on. We don't always use calculators, but sometimes the numbers get pretty big and we might want to use it. But for the most part, we should be able to do all of this without a calculator. So be sure your name's on your paper. Our first question is, what is a rate? We actually had that as a vocabulary word, so we should know that a rate is a comparison of something to a quantity. So let's write that on this line. A comparison of something to a quantity. And right below it are some examples, some common things that we see. A burger might have calories per serving. A car has a speed, and we talk about miles per hour. And we use money a lot, and we could buy 50 raffle tickets for $10. That's also a type of a rate. But we also need to be able to find a unit rate. But what is a unit rate? The definition is the rate for 1 unit of a quantity. The rate for 1 unit of a quantity. But what does that mean? That means you need to find what the rate is, but you want it only for 1 unit. That's the important part, 1 unit. And to do this, we're going to be using equivalent ratios. We've been working on that a lot, so again, we're going to be using what we learned to find equivalent ratios. And the denominator of the ratio will be a unit of 1. So that's important to remember. The unit rate means 1. So let's look at these examples. We have 75 heartbeats per minute. And as a ratio, we would write 75 heartbeats as the numerator and 1 as the minute. For 35 miles per hour, as a ratio, we would have 35 miles over 1 hour. And 5 raffle tickets for $1 would be 5 raffle tickets over $1. Notice the important part of 1, 1, 1 for unit rates. So let's try and find our unit rates. The practice problem says a box of crackers contains 6 servings and has a total of 420 calories. Find the number of calories in 1 serving. So let's underline the important information. We have 6 servings for a total of 420 calories. And we want the number of calories in 1 serving. So we're finding a unit rate of calories for our crackers. So let's draw this out if we need to. Here's my box of crackers, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 servings. And I want to know the number of calories in 1 of those servings. That is 1 serving. So how many calories are in there? Well, first we're going to write it as a ratio. If I have 420 calories, total calories, for 6 servings of crackers, I want to find the unit rate. What is the important number that I think of when I think of unit rate? It's 1. That's important to remember. So I'm going to have 1 serving and I need to figure out how many calories are in that one serving. So to get from 6 to 1, it's a smaller number, so we know we divided. And how much did we divide by? We divided by 6. Well, whatever you do to the denominator, you need to do to the numerator to keep it an equivalent ratio. So what is 420 divided by 6? 70 calories. This is our unit rate, 70 calories per serving. So let's try it on some of our examples. We have 92 desks in 4 classrooms. So let's set up our ratio. 92 desks in 4 classrooms. We want a unit rate, so we're looking for 1 classroom.